Hi friends, hello everyone, welcome back to KRP Creative Physics. So in this particular video we are going to learn about two topics especially. So the name of the topics are parallel shift of vectors and at the same time how to find the angle between any given two vectors. Okay, what are the topics here? Parallel shift of vectors and how to find the angle between two vectors. So let's enter into the topic here. Okay friends, let's know about parallel shift of vectors here. It is very simple. So what is meant by parallel shift of vectors means changing the position of a vector from one place to another place without changing its magnitude and direction is said to be parallel shift. So what is that? Once again I am repeating here, changing the position of a particular vector from one place to another place without changing its magnitude and direction is said to be parallel shift. So let's discuss some examples here. So this is one vector. So this is one vector. So this vector A is there. So we need to change its position from one place to another place. We need to parallel shift this one. What we need to do here? Just head to head, tail to tail. So again we need to draw one more line. So this is said to be parallel shift. Head to head and tail to tail. So this is one example. And if we consider one more example, one more different example. So we will consider this one. Okay na? So how to change the position of this vector here? Again what we need to do here? Simply tail to tail in the same way and at the same time head to head. So this particular simple process is said to be what here? Parallel shift of vectors. So here there is no change in magnitude, there is no change in direction. So without changing the direction and magnitude, if we change the position of vector from one place to another place, then it is said to be parallel shift. Okay friends, after the completion of parallel shift of vectors, now we are going to learn how to find or else how to measure the angle between any given two vectors. So if we want to measure the angle between any given two vectors, first we need to follow these two conditions. Condition one is very important. Try to observe that one. What is the condition one here? We should measure the angle between head to head or else tail to tail. So always if you want to measure the angle between any two vectors, we need to consider the angle or else we need to measure the angle between head to head or else tail to tail. Okay, but if we measure the angle between head to tail, that is wrong. Okay, we should not measure the angle between head to tail or else tail in between tail to head, that is wrong. We need to measure the angle only between head to head or else between tail to tail. So that is the first process everyone should remember, in between head to head or else tail to tail, you should remember. So that is the first condition. If we consider the second condition, the angle between any two vectors should be not more than 180 degrees. It should not exceed 180 degrees. It should be less than or equal to 180 degrees. At the same time, it should not be less than or equal to 0 degrees. It should not be less than 0 degrees. So that means very simple. Angle should be in between 0 degrees to 180 degrees. It should not be more than 180 degrees. It should not be less than 0 degrees. So that is the condition. So these two conditions you have to remember and keep in your mind. So with the help of these two conditions, now we are going to measure the angle between given two vectors. Okay friends, let's find the angles with some examples here. So this is example 1. So what is the first condition? We need to measure the angle between head to head or tail to tail. Just try to observe here. So this one is head and this one is tail. This is not considered. This angle is wrong. So for that sake, what we need to do? Just we need to extend this one. Just we need to extend vector B. So then what we'll get here? This is the tail. So this one is tail and this one is also tail. So now we can consider this angle. Why? Because tail to tail. So what is the angle here? 90 degrees. So the angle between vector A and vector B should be equal to how much here? 90 degrees. So this is the right answer. Okay, we should not consider this angle. Why? Because so it is between initially it is head to tail. So we should not consider this one. Only we need to consider the angle between tail to tail. Okay, all of you understand this one? Right. That is the solution. And next we'll move on to the second problem here. So we need to find the angle between vector A and vector B. So this is vector A and vector B. So just try to observe here. Here the given angle is between head and tail. So head and tail means it is not considered as correct angle. So what we need to do? Just we need to extend this one. So we need to extend vector B here. So I am going to extend vector B. So this is vector B and this one is vector A, same. Okay na? So now it will be correct. Why? Because tail to tail. I am going to redraw the diagram. So this is the tail of vector B, this is the tail of vector A. So this is a correct angle. Okay na? So now according to the question we have how much angle here? 120 degrees is there between A and B. So as we know that the total angle is 180 degrees. So 180 degrees minus 120 degrees. What will get here? 180 minus 120. So required angle theta equal to 180 degrees minus 120 degrees. 180 minus 120 degrees means what here? Theta equal to 60 degrees. So this is the correct angle between vector A and vector B. So in this way we need to extend the vector. So if the angle is not improper, we need to extend that one. So then we need to bear the angle between tail to tail or else head to head. So both are correct only. Okay friends, let's move on to example 3. Why I am explaining this topic means this type of questions are very important in all type of competitive exams. So that's why I am going to explain all these examples. So this is a given diagram. From this particular diagram, we need to find the angles between the vectors first AB, between the vectors AB and BC and AC and AD and DB. It is a lengthy one. Try to understand clearly here. So this particular three vectors B and C and D are okay. Why? Because tail to tail, tail to tail, tail to tail. But the problem is with vector A. So your head is there. So what we need to do here, according to the parallel shift, just we need to change its position. We need to change the position of A, or else we need to extend this one. Vector A, we need to extend vector A. So if we redraw this particular diagram, we will get the solution. I am going to redraw this particular diagram. So just try to observe carefully. These three vectors will be as it is. There is no change. Why? Because they are in correct positions. Tail to tail, tail to tail, tail to tail. So this is in incorrect position. What we need to do, I am going to extend this vector A. So in this way I am going to extend the vector A, or else according to the parallel shift, just I am going to change its position from here to here. So this is the correct position. So in this way we can find the angles between any two vectors. So now this is correct position. This is vector A and this one is vector B and this is vector C and this one is vector D. Okay na? So this is the logic. In this, if you draw like this, then you will get the answer. Then you can find the angle between any two given vectors. So now we need to write the angles according to the question. So here 30 degrees is there and here 60 degrees is there. Okay. So we can extend the vector A. There is nothing problem. So we are not going to change its magnitude and direction. So we are extending this vector A. We are not going to change anything here. According to the rules only we are redrawing this diagram. Okay, now we can measure the angle. Just try to observe here. So first, if we extend this one, this total angle is how much here? Semicircle, 180 degrees is there. So 60 plus 30 how much? 90. So 180 minus 90 how much? This angle becomes 90 degrees. Total 180. Okay, na? Right, completed. And it is very clear that this is 90 degrees perpendicular to each other. At the same time, this one is also 90 degrees. Okay, na? Right. And next we need to consider the angle between C and B, B and C. So B and C means how much here? 90, up to here 90. 90 plus 30, how much? 120. So now I will write the angles here. First, we will write the answer. Angle between AB, theta. And theta means angle. Angle between A, comma B equal to how much here from the diagram? Just try to observe. Clearly, it is clearly showing 90 degrees. A and B, tail to tail, 90 degrees. At the same time, angle between, what is the next one? BC, B comma C. How much? Where is B here? Just try to observe B. And where is C? This one is C. So B to C, just try to observe 90 plus 30. 90 plus 30, 120 degrees. 90 plus 30 equal to 120 degrees. This one is completed. Next, what we need to find here? Theta, angle between A comma C. A to C, just we try to observe. A to C. It is very easy. A to C already is 30 degrees. A to C 30 degrees. It is also completed now. So remaining AD, A to D. Just we need to consider the angle between A to D. Just try to observe. This is A and this one is D. So what is this angle here? A to D. 90 plus 30, 120. Isn't it or not? A, D. So 90 plus theta between A comma D. 90 plus 30, 120 degrees is completed. So what is the remaining angle here? DB. Theta, angle between D comma B. So we need to consider the angle between D and B. Just try to observe. This is D and this is B. Just try to observe. This is the biggest angle. 60 plus 90. How much? 150. It's okay. Less than 180 degrees means it is valid. 90 plus 60 equal to 150 degrees. So in this way we can find the angles between any two vectors from any diagram. Okay, now this is the logic. So just we need to consider the angle between two tails or else angle between two heads. Anything will be okay. Let's move on to the example 4 here. So here we have two vectors. The angle between these two vectors is 240 is given in the question. So does this angle is correct here? Just try to observe. So what is the second condition I told here? The angle between any two vectors should be less than 180 degrees. Less than or equal to 180 degrees. So it exceeds 180 degrees. So we should not consider this angle. So what is the correct angle here? This is the correct angle. So as we know that if we consider complete circle, what is the total angle here in the circle? 360 degrees. So we need to consider this angle, only this angle. So what we need to consider, required angle theta equals to 360 degrees minus, what is this one remaining angle? 240. 360 minus 240. How much we get here? 120 degrees. So this angle equal to 120 degrees. 120 is the correct answer. So why? Because the angle between any two vectors should not exceed 180 degrees. So we need to consider smallest angle in this case. 240 degrees is not correct answer. So 120 degrees is the correct answer between the vector side, vector A and vector B. So this is regarding fourth example. We are going to learn last and fifth example. It is also very, very important. Another model. Okay. So these are the two vectors. This is vector A and vector B. The angle between these two vectors is 130 degrees is given. But we need to find the correct angle between A and B. Why? Because it is incorrect angle. So this particular angle is considered between head and tail. So it is incorrect. So we need to find the angle between two heads or two tails. So in that way we need to redraw the diagram. Now I am going to redraw this diagram here. So redrawing means just as it is I am drawing vector A. Nothing more changes. But what I am doing here, I am going to extend this vector B backside. So in this way I am going to extend it. So this is the actual vector. So I am extending vector B. So now it becomes head. So head will come to downside. So now we can consider the angle between these two heads. So that is a proper angle. Okay. So as we know that the initial angle is given according to the question is 130 degrees. Okay. So this is complete semicircle. So this is complete semicircle. 180 degrees is there. So this is already we know that from the question 130 degrees. So 180 minus 130 how much here? 50 degrees. So this is the correct angle. So proper angle is, so here in this particular question I am going to take the angle between two heads. Two heads also we can consider, between two tails also we can consider. This is also proper angle only, correct angle only. So now it is total angle in the semicircle is 180 degrees. So this is the required angle. Required angle is equal to how much here? Theta equal to 180 degrees minus 130 degrees. So therefore the correct angle between vector A and vector B is, so this one, so it's nothing but 50 degrees. Okay na? Right. This is regarding example 5. Finally, in this video I explained about how to change the position of the vectors, and at the same time that is said to be parallel shift of vectors, and at the same time how to measure the angle. How to measure the angle between any given two vectors with some important examples. Thank you very much for watching my channel regularly. So if you really like my channel and like my videos, give the like and share my channel and share my videos to all your friends. So by that they will also learn some new things and knowledge about the physics. Okay, bye, take care.